Hey, I want to run through my stack of stuff right here. I got a quick stack of stuff. This is a crazy thing. And speaking of the Apple Watch, there's a developer, and he is behind. I say it's a he. I'm assuming it is. It's some of these you can't tell all the time, but behind Jailbreak Me and former Apple intern Comex, he figured out a way to hack the Apple Watch OS to put a web browser on it. Bruce?
Why?
Well, that's a good question. As the article goes on to say, unsurprisingly, it looked ridiculous. And, of course, the Google search bar is only shown in fragments as Comex's thumb fiddles with the display, and when the copy define menu from an iOS interface pops up, it covers nearly the entire face. And, of course, for now, Comex hasn't released any details of the hack. This is another one that I was talking to the Guru early on while we were waiting for that Gamecocks to beat
42-7.
It was something like that.
No, 42-1.
Sorry, Mike Paris. It was something like that though. It was a lot.
It was a lot.
No, I think the other team had 2 points at least.
Maybe.
Yeah. I hope they save some in the tank for tomorrow because they're going to need it.
Yeah.
But here we go. This is something that I know Bruce is going to jump on, Guru. Will we run out? What do you think we might be running out of, Bruce? They claim that we're going to run out of IP addresses coming up this year in the summer, according to Wall Street Journal, that there are only 3.4 million addressable addresses left. Originally, when the Internet supposedly created by the Gores, it had space for 4.3 billion addresses. And supposedly we're going to run out in the IPv4 range. Now, I don't know about that. I mean, now I will tell you this. If I can say this word, it will be radio gold here. The new specifications for IPv6 supposedly has 340 undecillion addresses. It's UNDECILLION.
We'll take your word for it.
Or, listen to this, 340 followed by 36 zeros. According to this article, and I don't know how they figured this, that's enough to give every atom on Earth its own IP address. Now, what do you think? You think that's... I mean, with natting today...
That's my thing, is that with natting, and I know this is... Natting in its own way is kind of a security measure... But yeah, with natting, I don't see a need for that, and it's something that they've been talking about for years and years and years. And there's other things that they can do to get around that, but
okay, we gotta hit this stack quick.
Okay, quick stack.
Okay, the court tosses a lawsuit challenging the use of personal electronics during flights. Now, let me tell you something. The reason I brought this up, did you know that there is, and I'm not knocking anything, don't misunderstand. There is an association of flight attendants, which makes sense. I guess it's a union, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Do you know that they have brought a lawsuit against the FAA administration that argued that the use of personal electronics during flights could pose a danger by distracting passengers for safety announcements or becoming projectiles during turbulence?
I mean...
So, now, in 2013, you okay, Bruce? You seem like...
Well, it's bringing back bad memories of this guy on a flight that had a Bluetooth headset and, hell no, it's not going to interfere. Look, just do what the ladies asked.
Yeah.
Shut up. Put it away.
No, that's true. But now here in 2013, the FAA made official decision to allow the use of electronic devices during most phases of a flight. And now, even in takeoff and landing, they sort of brought some of that release. And now there's, but what? Here's the final deal. Because the FAA's rule is non-binding and does not reflect final action, of course, this is legal jargon here. The court has no jurisdiction to consider AFA's challenge. Basically, the court says, "Hey, this is really not in our ballpark."
Yeah. Well, and just to add to that, I can't remember his name, but a security researcher showed that all this stuff, okay, sorry, but look, I mean, it's legitimate.
No. Go ahead. I'm listening. I'm intently listening. We have less than 8 minutes.
Well, I'm just saying that he had some stuff to show that we need to rethink this. That's all I'll say.
that we need to rethink.
Because people are nervous about flying anyway, so I'm not going to tell them that he can hack in and take the plane down. Which is not what he said, because the FBI took all
By the way, in case anybody's wondering, I recycle the paper.
Sure,
in case I do.
Yeah,
I do. We have a recycle
We
box,
do.
and it goes in there.
We put a lot of cardboard.
No one
in
can.
the recycle
No one can
box.
say I don't. And we throw our cardboard. We take it down the hill, man,
do.
down steps.
No,
Lots of
it's
steps.
a lot of work.
It is. Yeah. Okay, this is my last one for the stack, and I'm telling you, I just saved the best for last. A Kickstarter program wants you to stop cutting the cheese. Yes, you heard me right, folks.
What kind of cheese?
We're not talking about that cheese. We're talking about passing gas. The old joke, the old thing that a lot of seventh graders and some folks I know who are older than seventh grade but act like seventh graders still laugh about. So, are you tired of constantly cutting the cheese? Unsurprisingly, there's an app for this. A little device called CH4 is named after the chemical compound CH4 or methane, which is found in natural gas. Yes, the very natural gas. Funding for the, by the way, the article says fart tracking wearable is underway on Kickstarter. Of course, they're way under their pledge, by the way. But this is a Brazilian graphics designer. And, Drew, you're going to be interested in this. They are printing this thing on a 3D printer. The whole thing is made. And it's a little box. I noticed this. It's real small. It fits in the pocket.
Where do you stick it?
You wear it on the back of your belt. That's right. So I know this sounds like a joke, but it really is true that this thing is out there. And basically what happens is it's supposed to be able to record when you pass gas.
They should shape it like a nose.
Yeah, they should. They really should. They would get more people to buy into this thing. By the way, you speaking of that, they have a goal of $180,000 to raise to develop
Oh,
this.
Kickstarter, man, they'll have that by tomorrow.
Well, they're not, by the way. They're not even close to their goal. But basically,
what is the name of this?
It's called, wow, I don't know. Well, the CH4. The device is called CH4, but I'm not sure if that's the total. Basically,
keep track of your gases.
Yes, it's going to do that, supposedly. And how it's supposed to work, Bruce, is it's supposed to tell you, it's supposed to take when you pass gas, and then you're supposed to gather information about what you eat, and then from that, it's supposed to derive what is causing you to pass gas. And so that, but now there is a little bit of a questioning. Science, a few scientists have questioned whether this thing can even do that. And but a few people have signed on to it, and there are some people that they're interested in it. Actually looking into it for some other type researching. So who knows? You may see one of these. It looks like a little white square.
Well, they got them in different colors.
Well, they may have them in different colors, yeah.
But yeah.
Bruce has pulled it up.
Yeah, it's their funding period ended May 11th.
Yes, May 11th.
But that stinks because it stinks because they got $3,800. They had 73 backers.
73 backers.
73 and $3,800. That's sad. I would love to have backed that.
Well,
so I could put it on my back.
I still can't believe it would be worth doing.
Well, I mean, to me, like that's an average of $52 per person. Some people really wanted this. I mean, it's natural. Or I mean, we've gotten to that point to where we're too afraid to fart. Like, good gosh, just fart. Let it out. Let it go.
Okay. All right. Now we've gone from tech to not even medical, I don't think.
I'm just saying.
We're not even covering medical anymore. It's gone to
Nickelodeon
silly.
taught me that
I hope our
normal.
good friend is listening tonight, because this would be his type of show.
This would be right up his alley.
Yes, right up his. He knows who he is.
He knows who he is.
Yeah.